What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, hanging out with my old buddy, Brett Papa.
Yes, sir.
BrettPapa.com.
Thank you very
.com.
.com.
Dude, thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
And you don't know this, but it's Gear Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gear Thursday.
And it's weird because you were here on another Thursday
Yes.
and we were wearing the same clothes.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, I
Two
wanna
other
keep it
Thursdays.
consistent, right? It's all Gear Thursday.
Is this your Thursday outfit?
Yep. The only thing new is the product we're showing you.
Yes, so I've said this before, but I'm kind of running out of my own gear to cover, so
Okay.
you were kind enough to come by and show some toys.
I'm going to leave you with some.
Very kind of you. I appreciate that.
Come on now.
Well, I've done that for you too.
Yeah, of course.
In
I
all
still have
fairness.
some of your
I
pedals.
know. We don't have to tell them. So I asked you, it was my
Yes.
request.
Yes.
What are two of your favorite Overdrive pedals? Everyone's looking for that ultimate Overdrive.
Okay.
So you got two here.
Yeah, and I'll add to it by saying there's others that I really like that aren't very easily accessible, right? Like the Nobles and the Mostortion. But these, like, you can walk into any guitar store and get ripping tones out of them. So one of them is the Wampler Pantheon, I believe is how it's...
That sounds right.
Yeah, right? Looks like it. Great because you can get anywhere from Hendrix to Van Halen out of it. And then the Full-Drive, which was the first boutique pedal I ever had in my life.
By Fulltone.
By Fulltone. Came out with a new one called the version 2. And it's just a great, natural sounding overdrive pedal. And I love that. I actually use that pedal a lot.
The Full-Drive?
Yeah.
And so we've got your divided by 13 amp that we're going through.
Yeah, that's a BTR 23.
And then we've got the Universal Audio aux, which is
just
taking the signal from the amp and we're going direct into a recorder right now. Yeah.
And so the dry sound.
So that's divided by 13 right there.
Yeah, and I always run the amp with a little bit of gain. That's just my thing. I like how pedals react with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotcha.
So if we want to do, let's do the full drive first.
Okay. Now it's got two channels.
Yeah, and what's great about it is there's multiple voicings. You have this, I think it's like comp cut mode, vintage, and flat mids, I think is what FM stands for. And then there's some other different variations of tone here. Cool thing that's different about this full drive than the first round of full drives is the volume, the boost. There's a boost channel, drive 2, has its own volume, so you can set the volume up a little bit louder than the other side, so when you kick it in, it sounds like a boost. Uses the same tonal circuit as the rest of the pedal, but it is essentially a boost built into the pedal. So that, if I usually run it, like I said, because I have a little bit of gain on my amp. Now that might be a little bit more, so one word I want to say about this pedal too is what might come off as it sounding a little nasally, when you're with the band, that really cuts through. So another thing is to think about is don't always judge a pedal. You always have to use it in context of a band because that's when you'll really know whether or not it works. Let me turn down my my reverb here. All right, so just a good. Right now, if I go through some of the different settings, a little more open. Really smooth though, right? So flat mids. Now the tone sweep's good too. Right, and then you have, I like to run the volume up a little bit. Right, so it's a really good, I mean with a Les Paul too, it's and then it gets a good amount of gain. Right? So, you know, this pedal to me is, it's kind of like, does a Black Crowes thing really good.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's sort of a vibe. And then if you run this back a little bit, you can, so I usually run the gain about like that. And typically I'll have my amp where I run a little bit more, right? So. Right, right? So it just gets pretty dirty. Right? So you get a good amount of gain. Right? So love that pedal. Awesome, super natural overdrive. Now this one, the Wampler.
So now we're back to natural.
Now
We're just amp right now.
we're back to normal amp. Echo. Okay, so it's back to the bell. Now this one, it's really got an amazing EQ. So check this out. So in between that, you can see that there's gain levels. So check this out. This is like the more. But watch. And if you notice the gain, it's not up that loud, right? And then if you go to the top one, it's like freaking full napalm.
Yeah, come on, give me some 80s, dude. Get some 80s or something.
Some 80s?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I
Love
like
that.
about it is it's really similar. The controls are really similar to an amp. And then it also has a voice. So the 80s one might have been a little more scooped, like down here, over yonder.
Oh no. Oh no. You know,
So-
round and round?
I know, lay it down. Let's see. How's it go? Something like that, right?
Yes. So when you walk into the NAMM show, immediately you remember those riffs?
Just, yeah, full rat, right? Was it? Yeah, anyways, so there's that, right? So but you can dial it back and then go back to this setting here and get like a more. So this pedal, if you're a gigging person and it's like, I can only have one overdrive and I want to be able to get this overdrive at any music store I walk into, this pedal is really, really amazing. And you can go from full-blown metal to like Black Crows and everything in between. So Hendrix too, you can get a wicked Hendrix tone out of it. So
Yeah, man.
those are two options and they're both reasonably priced.
Awesome. So we've got Fulltone Full-Drive 2. And
Version 2,
I have some I have the OCD and the Plimsoll
Yeah,
pedals.
they're
and
all great.
And they're great.
Yeah.
And then Wampler gets great reviews on their pedals.
They have a really cool pedal that you should check out too. It's for the fans of like the Strymon Mobius. They came out with their version of something kind of like that with all the different chorusy and
Ooh.
yeah. So
very cool.
I saw it at the NAMMs. Wampler stuff is really, any one of their pedals is a good choice. They're an amazing company, and Brian's a super freaking cool dude. So.
Cool, man. Well, how about you jam us out?
Yeah.
And real quick, you got brettpapa.com.
Yep.
That's your
That's the main
site.
site,
That's
and
the
then,
main site. Papa Stash 102
102
is that's the only channel you
Yeah,
have now,
the
right?
only YouTube channel, and it could be changing names soon. So
Yeah. Okay. So how about you jam, you solo, and I'll do C minor.
All right, let's do a little jam. All right, let's